live, we should theoretically be live.
On YouTube?
That is true. That is true. We are live, baby. We live.
Hey.
YouTube?
Yep.
Okay. Great. Welcome back once again to another episode of the Geek Mountain podcast. We talk about anime, video games, and depth, while also showcase minority and disadvantaged individuals around the world. Yes. More yeses. Today we got myself. I'm sure you can see. We also got Jacuz here.
Luckily, yeah, I almost missed this one, not gonna lie.
Luckily, we got this ombre over here. But also, we are joined by another. I say this every week, but another special guest. we got the man with the main plan over there from the fake gamers. We got Greg. Nice. Yo, what's going on, Greg?
What's going on, guys? How you doing? Thank you for having me.
Yeah, for sure. What? So tell us what y'all do over there at Fake Gamers. Tell us a little bit about what you do as well.
So first off, I'll talk to you about my crew. We're the Fake Gamers. We are just a bunch of idiot gamers. We just play games, have fun, try to have fun with it, and we're not necessarily particularly great at any games. There's some of our members, like you've probably seen Dirty Dan. He's pretty good at the shooters. Also, Wee Doodoo Man, he's a good shooter, good at shooters. And Crystal Ma, my girlfriend, she plays a lot of puzzle games like Tetris. You probably won't be able to see her in Tetris, but yeah, we are pretty well rounded in that sense. Like we all play different variety of games. Just like to have fun playing games. That's all about.
How long have you been streaming for?
Not even a year yet. Actually, my anniversary is coming up in a year. Come October. I was actually scrolling through my Twitter feed the other day, and I saw a message from one of our members, Jess, saying something about happy anniversary. So my anniversary is coming up in October 20th. It's pretty soon.
Oh my goodness.
When is your 1 year? Sure, you can.
I think I passed it. Mine is very convoluted, so it's whatever.
That man don't remember when he started streaming.
I got to go back to the emails and find out when you first started getting all those acceptance letters.
But it's no big deal, honestly. Well, we appreciate you for coming in here. Definitely, I've been checking out Wee Doodoo Man. And obviously yourself. Y'all got some quality stuff over there.
Thank you.
But in the meantime, we're going to start this off. Usually how we start off our podcast is asking each other what we've been watching and playing. So go ahead and tell the good people what you've been watching and playing.
Oh, and a caveat to that, keep it strictly to anime and video games.
Yeah,
because then if you would have been like Game of Thrones, this man would have called it out instantly.
You're supposed to give him the whole spiel.
Hey, at least I caught it beforehand. Anyways, go ahead, Greg.
Cool. All right, so playing as of recently, I had just finished as Sorry You Can Pizza saw after 6 hours of play, 12 minutes. I just finished 12 minutes, which the game does not take 12 minutes to play.
That's the joke. Yeah.
That was a quick one-off game. I beat that in one day, and but one of my main games I'm playing right now is Apex Legends.
Nice.
And Apex Legends, yeah.
How you feeling about the new character? Did you release yet?
Seer, he's cheese. He's a bit of a cheese.
I hear that every character comes out, they're a little bit OP for like a couple months, and then they'll get, hit with patches.
Mm.
Is that correct, or
that's pretty accurate. They got to work out the kinks because everyone's like, "Oh no, you made him too strong."
Yeah, I remember my buddy complaining about Caustic. Like his gas stuff would be like overpowered, but now it's not as bad. Like people can hang out in it for a little bit longer than usual. Mm. But yeah, that's as far as my Apex knowledge goes.
Apex is fun. I know. You play some Apex too, right?
I do actually. Yeah, I do play some Apex. That's the funny part. So mostly I do
that 3v3, right?
Yeah, the 3v3 mode. I was trying to think like what other modes are there in Apex?
That arenas mode.
Yeah, arenas. I've been playing arenas, but I haven't really played Apex in a long time. So I don't know. I just can't get into battle royales like the shooty ones anymore. At least, so
A little time consuming, aren't they?
It kind of is. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, like because Apex especially requires like a lot of movement.
Yeah,
it's like a lot of movement mechanics, and then everyone's always flying everywhere, or like zipping and dodging and sliding everywhere. So I try to. I'm usually the more grounded. Like I personally like hunt because it's only like It's only like 12 people max, including your team, and then that's it, basically.
Yeah, it's good stuff though.
But yeah, no, I mean, I like it at least. It's enjoyable. But what about you, Jacuz? What about you?
Playing. I'm not really playing anything right now. I'm kind of waiting for games to come out. But for watching, I picked back up on Log Horizon, and I also finished Burning Kabaddi. I'll talk about Burning Kabaddi because I'm not trying to call it Kabaddi because that's literally wrong. But yeah, no, Burning Kabaddi was a lot better than I expected. It was a slow start for the first like couple episodes, and then when they got into those 2 games, it started to like take off.
Yeah,
like,
it started to really ramp up.
Anime.
So Greg, it's an anime. Essentially, it's like a advanced version of Tag. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
No, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm open to it.
It's an Indonesian sport, but it's a lot of fun. It's only 12 episodes. It's pretty easy to get through.
It's still in its first season.
Yeah, it just came out. I don't know if it's gonna have a second season. Like a lot of sports animes don't get that second season. Me and Shuriken are kind of hoping that this basketball one that we watch, which really focused on the story more so than actual like game. Like they played games, but it was like watching a PowerPoint presentation. Like when they actually did stuff, like a lot of times we were like confused, like what is going on? Where's the ball at? And like I watch basketball, so a lot of times when they did some shit, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense at all. But yeah, so Burning Kabaddi, it's pretty good. The animation picks up at the end. The first game's very PowerPoint slide because they're trying to like get you into the game. And you're learning things every single time because they're introducing new things as well. The second game though is like the highlight of the entire season because a homeboy who looks like he looked like Armin from Attack on Titan.
Ooh.
He kind of do. He looked like a buff Armin.
This man. So like before I close this out, usually if you're when you're playing to get points, like 2 or 3 points is usually like that's the norm. This man got like 8 points in like one set, and then like it's like it's kind of like tag and dodgeball together, except you're not using a ball. You just get into their territory, tag them, and get back to yours, and then they're out. This man got 8 people in one go. I was like, what is going on?
Beast. He's a beast. He's cheating.
And then he had the aura for like the rest of the series.
Yeah.
Like, he's Super Saiyan energy, and then like the main character, he's like unlocking his potential too because he's new to the sport, and like his energy like starts showing just like a little bit. It was nice. But yeah, that's what I've been watching lately. I highly recommend. I'm not gonna say highly recommend it. I'll recommend it to people who are into sports anime. If you're really into sports anime, I'd say check it out.
I just started picking up the sports animes like that Kuroko's basketball. It's kind of tight. I like that one.
Yeah, that one that's the A1 of it's pretty good. Yeah. Because you think of like An1 because they do some wild shit. Like wait till you meet the black character of the anime, bro. He's dark skinned, but he has like long hair, so it's like he's clearly black. Like when he plays, you'll see he's like Allen Iverson of the show, pretty much.
He's not just a tan Asian guy.
Nah, he's legit dark skin, but dark skin with like. It's like sure you can dark skin with straight hair.
He has like blue hair.
Yeah.
But I think they showed him in the show where I'm at right now, but he hasn't actually played yet.
Yeah, you'll see him. I think he's at the end of the first season. He is something else. What have you been watching and playing? Sure, you can.
Definitely. So I just started picking up the Big Con. I really wanted to talk about this game. Indie developer. I think it's on Game Pass? Question mark, but it's also on PC.
Yeah, Xbox
So,
and it's Xbox Game Pass. PC.
Xbox. Yeah, it's pretty legit. I've been looking out for this title. I put it on my wish list. I woke up yesterday and it was like Steam was like, "Oh, you're an item on your wish list has been released." I was like, What? I've never had that feeling like
You hopped on that pretty
ever.
quickly.
Yeah, so I hopped on. I got my copy. So good. So it's like it's a very 90s like Doug. It looks like a Doug video game. Like all the characters are 2D. There's a bunch of retro 90s effects. Basically the story is that you work with your mom at the family video rental store. So like Blockbuster basically.
Yeah.
But the issue is that rest in peace. There's that one.
There's one
in
Alaska.
That's one Blockbuster.
Yeah, there's literally one left.
Hanging on by the teeth.
They're doing okay. They're doing actually.
They're more like a novelty now. That's why it doesn't go out of business. Like people go visit it. I don't know if it's in Alaska. I could be capping, but
I don't know.
But anyway, taking pictures, tourist site.
You basically have to like this. Actually, that's pretty much what it's about. The store is in debt, like $97,000.
Oh my
and
God.
So you're just like, oh no, what do I do?
Yeah.
And you end up coming, across this one character who's like, look at all these people here. They got so much stuff, so much money. They don't know what to do with it. Why not just, reuse and recycle? That's literally what he says. He's like, reuse, recycle. And like, she's like, so basically steal from them.
Hey, no, that's that legal adjacent.
Yeah, legal adjacent. Like, I'm recycling their money and reusing it. I'm repurposing it.
Yeah, it sounds kind of
strange. They're blind and unaware investors. Just think of it that way.
Wow.
Yeah, basically. So literally, you go around a game and then you go behind somebody and then just be like, take money from their back pocket, and that's essentially the game.
Is that really the game? Because I suggested this to Jazz because she, her last game that she played was Spiritfarer and she really enjoyed that a lot. And this one seemed like it's more of a narrative-based game, and also the aesthetic too. 90s kind of looks like Doug. I kind of suggested it to her. So are you really just like for real? Have you seen this game, Greg?
I have not seen this game yet,
bro. I'm intrigued now. You'll get Doug vibes from it. I'm telling you.
Is he Skeeter?
Is he Skeeter?
No. Is he a Skeeter?
Yeah, you're pretty much. What's the bully's name in Doug? What's that guy's name?
Roger.
Yeah,
Roger
you're pretty
Klotz.
much you're Roger, except not beating people up. You just stealing money.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's a great game. And it's wild too, because you can either choose to do the stealing mini game where you like, you kind of like have to, it's like a bar and then you have to hit it, between, otherwise they catch you, and if they catch you enough times, then you gotta, for some reason, it's like, I guess you had to go to a video store and make back the money that you lost by rewinding tapes.
And figuring
You gotta go to the competitors.
The
competitor that's trying to buy your space and then rewind tapes, because I guess people don't. The whole meme is that like people don't rewind VHS tapes.
Oh no, they don't.
When they return them, so
Never
you have to do
never.
it.
I remember. Even when that was a policy, like please rewind the tapes.
They're gonna charge you.
Just return.
Yeah,
that.
Literally, that was the whole thing. So you're sitting there and you gotta, whenever you get a game over screen, you gotta, okay, just give me the tapes, and then you go work at, I think it's called Videoville. Yeah. And then you gotta rewind the tapes. Sit there pushing the button, rewind, and it's like so stupid.
Man,
but it's a great game. They got a laugh track in there too. It's off by default, but I turned mine on because this is so classic '90s vibes.
So when you mess up, does the laugh track go off?
I think so.
Oh, you didn't mess
but
up,
I think
huh?
it's mostly it's mostly for when they make jokes. Mostly.
Oh, okay. Is the game voiced at all?
Yeah.
Yes and
no. Yeah. It's like
they say something so you know what the character's voice is, but then the rest is like all dialogue or text.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Ocarina, where they just make like a kind of like a sound in the beginning. Like,
yeah, they'll be like, if someone's asking a question, they'll be like, "What did you mean?" And it'll say like, "How do I get here over to this place?" You know, blah blah blah, or like, "Huh?" Or like, you know, like shit like that. So
it's bringing back Knockout City vibes, huh?
Yeah. But it's a great title, honestly. Definitely check it out. It's $15 on Steam as well.
Not bad.
If you don't have Game Pass.
I actually do have Game Pass, so that might be the wave.
Check that out. If you don't have Game Pass, it's $1 for a month.
Ooh.
For that first month. Hey, I'm just saying, just do it for the month, turn it off, and you might get another one. They gave it to me like a couple times. I know I did that.
Okay, all right.
Hey, I'm trying to save people money, okay? These games are expensive out here.
Right. So anyway, on the topic of not what we're talking about today, terrible segue, Jakuz. Today we are talking about our favorite pastime gaming memories today, everybody. I don't have an intro written for this. I started writing it on the train, but that is okay. So, gaming memories. I don't know. Fuck it. Retro is in, right? Let's talk about the good old times that we had with video games. I feel like we've like this is like a topic we should have like covered way back in the day anyway.
You know what's crazy? When I think of retro, I think of like NES, Sega, and so on and so forth. But kids these days, when they think of retro, it's probably
PlayStation.
Like PlayStation
360,
2,
PS3,
360, yeah.
Xbox 360. Remember that?
PlayStation 1 might be a little bit further back, so maybe PS2.
Yeah, I think PS1 is considered like retro at this point. PS1, Nintendo 64, it's close enough.
Okay. Well,
but yeah, so gaming memories, our favorite memories, or maybe negative experiences too. If y'all got negative experiences, anything that stood out in your life that just lives free real estate in your brain, basically. So, Greg, go ahead and start us off.
So this is it's probably pretty simple. So I want to figure out one of my first encounters with Metal Gear Solid. It's probably one of my earliest gaming experiences that is like freaking classic.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I should have mentioned. Yeah, Greg is a huge MGS fan.
We should have had him on the. We probably didn't know yet at that time, but we had a Metal Gear Solid episode. We definitely need to do another one.
I gotta check out that podcast.
Side note, was that Metal Gear Solid episode for one game or like the entire series? Because if it's not the entire series, we got to run that back.
That was the entire series.
Yeah. Hey. Never mind. Anyways, what were you gonna say, Greg?
So basically, when I first got a PlayStation, I have two brothers, so we had Tekken and Tomb Raider, and some solid games. But one's one player, the other one's two player, and there's three of us. And we started getting different schedules. I was like the youngest of three, so I didn't really have a lot of money or make a lot of money. And one of the first games I bought with my own money was Metal Gear Solid, off the advice of my oldest brother. So he's like, yeah, you got to get this game, man. And then he was like kind of pushing it upon me. I've never heard of it before. And I remember going to Toys R Us and seeing the case for Metal Gear Solid is just this white case with the words Metal Gear Solid written across the front. And I'm like, it looks boring. Like there's no action going on. It says tactical espionage action on the top, but what's really going on with this case? Because I was young. So it's like, I got to see something that pops, something that really stands out to me. So I get the game and start playing it, and it starts off like a freaking movie. I'm like, at the time, like PlayStation graphics is like amazing. I was blown away, and I was a movie buff. I used to love to watch a lot of movies as a kid, so that was just like I was fully invested. I don't care if it's like 30 minutes of gameplay, 30 hours of movie. I'll sit there. I'll play Metal Gear Solid every single time. I'll watch all the cutscenes. Love that game.
That's awesome, man. Actually. That's interesting how you were introduced to it. Because I'm not sure how you were, but I was gonna say, like, I think I had a demo disc of Metal Gear Solid 1. Yeah.
Hey,
let me talk about this.
Bro, yes, we have. I think we talked about. I don't think I ever mentioned
like a couple episodes ago, didn't we?
Nah, bro. It was definitely a few episodes ago. It wasn't. I don't think it was recently. Maybe in the last like 20 episodes, but
I swear.
But yeah, everybody had that demo disc, bro. Because I remember
the official PlayStation magazine demo disc.
I think so. Yeah.
That magazine was legit.
Like I just wouldn't go in the vent because when you go like, so there's two demos, right? And I remember playing. My first time playing the demo was at my cousin's house, and on this demo was also Musashi. The
Brave Fencer Musashi.
Yes, and it's crazy. I remember when I was eating that day and everything when I played this demo. That's like how much of an impression it left on me. We were eating like roast beef and we had peach cobbler that day too. It was like a roast beef like pot roast, anyways. But pretty much when I played the demo, I was like hooked, and I was so sad when you go into like the tunnel and it just ends there because I felt like it was pretty because like you have unlimited amount of time to do whatever you want in that little square space. So like I played that demo so many times, just like figuring out like all the little mechanics and like how things work and stuff until I actually played the game when my classmate let me borrow it. And my first time playing it, I didn't have a memory card, so I had to hide my PS1 from my mom when I was like,
we did talk about this.
I do remember this.
How do you get through that game without a memory card? It's too much.
Don't turn it off.
You don't turn it off. So like, I had an entertainment center where it was like, so like, let me try to explain this real quick. So on the top you can sit a TV, the bottom you can sit like a boom box or just like a space, and there's like sides right here, and I had speakers. I had my my PS1 on the very bottom level, like all the way to the back with the cords running through the back. And I would just unplug the controller and just sit it to the side and just pause the game and just like let it run, bro. Like I could have burned my house down. But and the worst part was when I beat the game froze.
No.
On the scene where you're chasing Liquid Snake out the tunnel, and the game froze right there. I was like, what happens?
PlayStation overheated.
No, the game just had a scratch on it. My friend was like, "Yeah, I should have warned you about that." I was like, "You should have warned me about it. Like, what do you mean you didn't tell me like the end?" So like for the longest time, I didn't know how the game ended until I played it on GameCube, the Twin Snakes. I knew how it ended, but I didn't get to see it. So I was just like, I was upset. But yeah, that's my experience with Metal Gear Solid 1. Left one of my favorite series, I have to say.
Solid game, solid series, and I hope they bring 6. They do a 6. They got to do a 6. Come on.
They got to do a 6 or just I don't know, remakes. I don't know. We're at
finish.
We need ports. Let's say ports first.
Ooh.
Yeah, HD ports would be nice.
We need ports of everything.
We just need a port of the Legacy Edition that came out on PS3. Just port that over to everything.
And
PC.
4.
Yeah.
That contains 4 too.
Yeah.
Oh, and 4 too.
It has all the games on there, including like the NES ones.
Is the only system that has 4 at this point in time.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Not on PC or anything.
Awesome. Jakuz, you got one?
Yeah. I don't know about you guys. If you've been to any midnight releases growing up. I went to right. Like, who am I talking? Who am I talking to? But, I remember my first midnight release. I went with my stepdad. We went to go pick up Halo 2.
Ooh,
yeah, 2004, man. That was a long time ago. Just entering, well, not just entering, like 1 year removed from entering high school. Not being able to buy the game myself because it's rated M. But going to my first midnight release was pretty cool. It was cool to see like especially for Halo 2, that line was around the building, and like the hype around that game too was like crazy. And this is around the time like I believe they had like Xbox Live, but it was like a weird kind of version.
Oh
of
yeah,
it
was kind of janky.
Yeah, and I never played Halo like Halo 1 and 2. I never played online. I only played like connecting Xboxes with other friends and stuff like that and doing LAN parties. But just the anticipation and staying up and that feeling of being like, oh shit, it's like I should be in bed right now, like getting ready for school, but like I'm about to go pick up a video game at 12 o'clock at night. It was just a really good experience, and I just remember Halo 2 being like, you know, that I feel like that was a pretty hype game around that time, just because of how Halo 1 did pretty well, and I feel like Halo 2 did pretty well. People hated Akimbo, but I fucking loved it. I don't know, that was just me. They took Akimbo out like literally the next game. I feel like.
Interesting.
ODST.
Kimbo was pretty good. I like the Kimbo, but that was probably the first of many midnight releases you went to.
Yeah, no, I've been to plenty now. Like now they're kind of whack because it's like it's not really midnight releases. For me, I live in California, so it's like a 9 p.m. release. So it's like I don't know. It's not
of what though? Of what what game would you wait out for a physical copy for?
Halo Infinite
nowadays. Except Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite.
I don't even know. It would have to be. I think the last game I did it for was Persona 5.
Oh, nice.
Because a huge Persona fan. That's actually another thing on the list.
Hour, I guess.
The midnight hour. But no, but yeah, I went to that. That was at 9 p.m. There was like 3 people outside. I was like, oh, it's a small fan base.
Yikes. Yikes.
Yeah. It was crazy. Yeah, it was GameStop. And what's crazy is like they noticed how many people were outside and they were just like, you guys can just come in early. And they released the game like 30 minutes early. I was like, this is what's up. I'm like, I'll take that.
They want to go home.
Yeah, they want to go home.
We don't want to be here.
Oh yeah.
The midnight releases, I feel like the ones I went to recently in like the last, I'll say 5 years, aren't as good. They're just there's not that many people out there. Yeah, it really has. Because you can just get games like directly onto your console and
digital.
stuff. I feel like a lot of people are digital based now. Hopefully not
like
PS4.
5 games were digital. So
yeah. But yeah, what about you, Shuriken? What you got?
That's wild. That's wild. Okay, y'all got some decent memories, I guess.
I would say dang, y'all got happy memories.
It sounds like a bad one.
I guess a decent one. So I was gonna say I say one that really stood out for me was when I first got banned from Maple Story. That was a good time. So this was how old was I at this time? I had to be
14.
Yeah, let's go with that. I remember it like I don't want to say just like it was yesterday, but it's a moment that really stood out for me because like Maple Story. So if you don't know Maple Story is it's an MMO. It's 2D though. It's completely 2D. So it's like has that platformer-ish type of aspect to it. But it's I don't know. It's like very anime-y at the same time. That was like the appeal to it. Like you want to play an anime
cool,
game,
like open world 2D RPG.
Yeah, and every like there was like a map, right? So it felt like a Metroidvania in a way, which is really cool. Like MMO Metroidvania, sign me up. Hey. So that was the appeal to it. So I had played it for like countless hours. Like I started right when closed beta just ended, and I poured so many hours into this game, and I finally hit like level. I think I finally hit my second job. That was like level 30. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, second job. So that meant like new skills, more power-ups and shit like that. I was looking fresh. And so I could go to this new part of this new world, right? Or new continent or whatever. So I went and I'm like exploring and shit because I'm like, hell yeah, I'm powerful now. I could handle all these foes, whatever. And I really just started. I was like, you know what, fuck all this grinding bullshit because it was very grindy. So I was like, fuck all this grinding bullshit. I'm about to start hacking.
Oops, bad idea. And that moment,
this man turned into a villain. Pushed the glasses up.
Actually, for a minute, it was solid. Like I would find an empty map, and it was called vac hacking, where you would take all of the enemies and push them into one corner of the map via the X and Y coordinates, and you would just lock them there. And so every time they spawn, they would spawn at that exact spot every time. And then you would do the same thing for yourself and put you and the enemies right like next to each other, and then just use the skills, buy a bunch of mana potions and buy a bunch of HP potions, or just use God mode.
Yeah, that sounds like cheating.
And then just like,
did you caught somebody walked into that lane? It was just
well,
like, hey.
no. Well, yeah. If they walked into the map, they'd be like, "Where's the monsters?" Because what you would do to avoid detection is kind of put them really high in a corner.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And then so that no one literally could see you there. They could see you on the mini map. They'd be like, "Oh, there's somebody up there." It's kind of weird.
Hell no.
So
when you got banned,
I was doing well, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hit up one of the more popular sites, with the good loot. And my homie was like, bro, I wouldn't do it there, man. It's a lot of heavy foot traffic over there. And I was like, I told him, I'm like, man, I'll be fine, dude. I'll be fine. Tell me why.
Uh-oh.
I felt like it was like a Wednesday too. It was, I left it. What you usually do is leave it on, go to sleep, wake up, and then you got like 5 levels or whatever. I woke up, all I see is a MapleStory screen. It was just like, you've been banned from MapleStory until like 3099 or some shit. Like, I don't know. It was ridiculous date.
Yeah, point. Telling you, hey, you banned for 90 years. I don't fucking, I'm not playing this game anymore.
They had enough of you. I'm done with you.
I was
so disrespectful.
It was like being in a relationship. You know that feeling when you're in a relationship with somebody and then like y'all just break up and it's just like, what do I do now? It was like one of those feelings.
Fucking ruined your morning at school, huh?
And this was back in the day when there wasn't no Discord. It was like you had AOL Messenger, Yahoo Messenger.
My man jumped on GameFAQs.
It said what? Like, bro, I was called hacking. You can't even do that.
Or might not have been hacking. What should I do? Can you
Not even. I knew it was over, but back then they didn't have IP bans. It wasn't that serious back then. So I just sucked it up, made a new account, and just was a little bit more stealthy this time.
low key.
Stay with low one monsters. Yeah, that's crazy.
Funny.
The game wouldn't even exist in 3099. Exactly. No. So that was one of my memories.
I'm gonna look up your GameFAQs thread. I'm gonna reply to it. I got you.
It was not a game.
Does GameFAQs still exist?
Yeah, it's a straight up just like a forum now. Yeah. Remember when you used to get cheat codes from that?
Oh yeah, cheat codes. That and achievements. I used to be an achievement hunter, so yeah, that was pretty useful.
But go ahead, Greg. Go ahead. Your turn. You got another memory for us?
Let's see. I think one of my fondest are how I got introduced into the Legend of Zelda series. This is even before we got the PlayStation. So my oldest brother had gotten Link to the Past. And I'm like, oh, sweet. What's this? And it's not that I was afraid to play the game and screw up, but he made it like very clear, don't play with my account. Or don't play on, because there's like 3 slots. Don't play on my account. So I was like, all right, I'm just not gonna play at all. I just beg him to play the game all the time when I wanted to see it play. And I'm like, it was probably one of my favorite Zeldas of all time. Now older now, played through it in front, and played Ocarina and all that. I think I played every Zelda up to Majora, and kind of just stopped there. I got a little collection in the background of Zelda games. So I got to get to it.
But why, like Majora? That one. See, okay, so I've never beat a Zelda game.
Oops.
Never ever.
All right,
never have
sure
I
you can
ever.
left the chat. I got you, Greg. So. But no, no, go on, Shuriken. I ain't mean to cut you off. I was
just saying, like, but Majora's Mask, I felt really connected to. It was weird because I felt like I was I had like when I was playing it, I had played like a lot of Sims games before, but it felt like I was like a Sim character going around and like talking to people. It was really weird. And they would change up their sentences sometimes. It was really bizarre.
It was a bizarre
But
game.
I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I literally didn't know what to do. I was like, time keeps rewinding, or the world keeps getting destroyed. This moon looking angry at me.
I think if you played it again, like you tried it when you were younger, if you played it again now, it'd be a different story.
Oh
yeah,
it's a great game.
Yeah,
that first experience with that game was a doozy. I remember dying so many times because my time ran out. But I mean, I know you can reset, but it just like putting it together, it was definitely a change of pace from Ocarina of Time, where you have unlimited time to kind of figure out like what you got to do and stuff. You don't have a timer just going the entire time. But yeah, those are two top tier Zelda games, I have to say.
Top of the top tier.
I would definitely love a remake of both. And just like working out some of the issues with the games, like, because I'm sure this is like oversaid, but the Zora area in Majora's Mask is a pain in the ass. It is like one of the worst dungeons ever made, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Love turning into a Zora is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that was probably the coolest thing to play the guitar.
You know what?
Yeah.
Now that I remember, I really didn't know what to do so much. I owned a Game Shark for the GameCube back in the day.
This man said, "Let me get off the mask right now. Turn into the mysterious swordsman."
Tell me why. Like, yo, I got every item in the game from the start, right? Or every item I could get,
and still couldn't do it.
And
then I was like, yo, I went to the moon. I did the moon battle or whatever. Then I got transported to a different place. And I'm like, I still don't know what to do. That's when I realized. I was like, oh, okay. I was probably supposed to use the knowledge I had learned to get all these items to be able to do this shit.
But you didn't get the knowledge through getting the items. You just kind of got all the items and all the masks.
He had to put it away. I feel like that's way harder. You got all the items that figure out, where do I use this at?
I was like, what do I, like,
it kind of sounds like
water.
It sounds like my playthrough of 12 minutes the other day when I sat there for 3 hours on minute 1.
That's crazy.
I was so stuck. I was really trying hard though. And then like my girlfriend, she had watched other Twitch streamers play it, so she was able to kind of subtle hint me through certain areas of the game. She didn't cheat though. It wasn't cheating, I still did it on my own. I was using the control. I was the one controlling the guy.
She was off screen sliding you notes like, hey, press A there.
Oh my goodness, that's so wild. That's so wild though. What about you, Jacuz? What about you?
Let's tell you about baby's first time getting a nuke in MW2.
MW2. Yeah. Some fine memories of that game.
So I'm pretty sure we're gonna be able to talk about MW2 for a while, but I'll get out like some notable mentions. Bro, people find out you're black on Call of Duty servers, the worst. I actually had a crazy story where I was actually friends with people for a while, and I speak kind of proper. I don't sound hood at all, right? I speak proper. And fucking, I remember they found out I was black and stopped being friends with me. And I was just like, damn, we used to play for like a straight couple weeks. Like, you guys didn't know this? Y'all never went to my page?
You could have told them that you was mixed, at least.
Nah, they just cut me off. They didn't even have a chance to be mad about it. Like, I was just like, all right, whatever. But anyways, let's get into the nuke story. So I'll tell you the class over. Right. I remember like the back of my hand. We were on, and Shoryuken's actually in this. He's actually in the story.
I was there. I'm a witness.
Oh, yeah, we were playing. What were we playing? Ground War, because it allows.
Wasteland.
It was one of those games where it's
small
two rounds. Oh, it was Demolition.
Okay. Yeah, Demolition. It was on Wasteland. Yeah.
And I was running the strat where you just essentially you run outside this outer circle and shoot in, and you just stay on the outer. Don't go in, because if you go in to the middle, you're more likely to get fucked. So I was running Scavenger Pro, Cold-Blooded Pro, and Ninja Pro. Just those are the ones, so you don't get no one can find you pretty much, but you don't have as much like firepower because you don't have stopping power or anything. So I was running the TAR 21 silence, the AA 12 silence, and then also
what was the kill streak? 7, 11, 25.
Oh yeah, so the kill streak was actually mine was a little different. It was Predator missile, chopper gunner. And then the
what was chopper gunner? Was that
where you're in it? You're just in the air and it moves for you. You just
you gotta find a nice spot though, so no one's like
how many kill streaks was that? I forget.
I think chopper gunner is 7 because the Predator missile will get the chopper gunner instantly because I'll get like 2 or 3 people with that, and then as soon as I come out, I'm like, all right, chopper gunner, let me go hide. So the fun part about this was, the rest of the way from Chopper Gunner, after Chopper Gunner to the nuke, was I think about like 5 kills, and so that was the most stressful time in my life because people knew that I was trying to get a nuke because they would see like, oh, he's 20-0. So I would hide in the cemetery and run laps around there, just going in and out of the cemetery and just running around the back and just getting people like to funnel in. Sure, you can actually help a couple times, which is funny. He took a couple bullets for me when
I remember dying a few times.
He died, and I was like, all right, I got the person out, pick him out.
Be my shield.
Dude, shield.
No, I know Harrier Gunner Nuke is a better strat, but like I definitely, I don't know why I went, because I watched the YouTube video for this. I literally copied everything the person did in the YouTube video and got it. But the worst part was I ran out of bullets with the TAR 21, and there were no people around because I would shoot into the map, so all the packages to pick up ammo are like far as fuck. So I had to use the AA-12 on my last 2 kills, and I swear to God, when I got that last kill, my screen was completely red with blood because the person, like, I literally shot the AA-12 in there at a distance. I literally got like 5 shots out, like, and it killed him. I was like, yeah, and dude, as soon as I got it, I was too thirsty. Shuriken was like, no, don't do it. He was like, don't do it yet, don't do it yet. I was like,
wait, savor it. No, drop that shit.
You can die and still have your nuke. It's totally fine. People can get kills.
Yeah, no, I know.
Other people want to kill.
But this is my first nuke, so I was like, you know what? I get the choice to end the game now. It's me. I'm putting this all out. So it was just
he pressed up on his D-pad fast.
I died and I came back. I was like, well, oh, you killed me? Guess what?
Nuke.
I just wanted to let that person know who killed me. He's probably thinking like, yeah, I stopped it. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. Nah, bro, I got it. But it was that power, that feeling of getting a nuke where you're like, bro, I can end the game whenever. Is just that's like the most satisfying feeling in the world, because you're in a room with a bunch of people and it's like, yo, now I'm done playing. I want to go to the next round.
It's over. It's over.
But yeah, that was a fun time getting that nuke. Definitely sweat it. And I never play like that ever again because it's just camping and just like being all sneaky and stuff. It's just not fun for me in Modern Warfare 2. I like
and
to
it's
run
stressful.
around. Yeah, it's very stressful too because you have to worry about people coming up on you, and you're just more worried at that point. But yeah, it was definitely a good time. Do you guys got any nuke stories or anything like that?
I had a couple nukes. So I don't remember too many.
Oh, okay.
But,
couple nukes. Okay.
We had a squad. We were running with. We like, all right, we gonna the main goal is like, who's getting a nuke tonight? We're gonna like, kind of feed and each other.
Who's getting a nuke tonight? Damn, he's professional right here.
We had a system going.
This man was making money. You want a nuke tonight? $100. We got you.
If we weren't doing like stuff like that, I normally run around with class with like a UMP and like ninja, cold-blooded, run around just.
Oh yeah,
the freaking melee in that game.
Oh, the melee link,
ridiculous.
And then you remember the stun grenade,
or
the care package sheet where you put the care package on, you run faster, and then you can knife like further.
Oh my goodness, that shit was so stupid.
You just
that shit was so broken.
All you ever see is, like, what are you doing? Like, what's going on right now? You just mad. But I don't know. What was your favorite class to run? And since we're on the Modern Warfare 2 talk.
You go, Greg.
Trying to think. Like, it was definitely like, it had to have like, when you say class, I'm trying to remember because it's been a couple Modern Warfare.
Oh yeah, no worries.
So classes like the perks that I had on, or
just what was your favorite gun, or just like
Scar.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Scar. 20 bullets were powerful as hell.
If I was doing anything like tactical or anything like that, I'm bringing the Scar out.
Yeah. I think for me,
that's so funny.
It's funny. Modern Warfare 2 left such an impression on me. Like, I remember my class to the T. So UMP 45 silenced, the spaz with the grip, marathon, lightweight, and commando. And sometimes I'll switch commando out with ninja so no one can hear me coming up. Dude, the spaz before getting those two Model 18s, yo, the distance on that thing is nuts. I remember I would get hate mail from like spaz and people like,
oh, it was bad.
Dude, like
you played on Xbox?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, Xbox back in the days, terrible. It's terrible. Bad.
It was the place to be alive. You can't get that experience nowadays, really. Nope. Although there might be an upcoming game that you might be able to. Can't really say NDA, but close your blinds, kids. Close your blinds. Yeah, I remember. So I was the shotgun guy. So I ran. Back in the day, before they got nerfed, Akimbo, Model 1887s, and with the riot shield. I didn't really like the riot shield that much.
I remember when people used to do that just so you couldn't knife them from behind or anything.
Then lightweight pro, commando pro, and it was another thing, but it really didn't matter because I didn't really use it that much. But that was it. And I was just running around with shotguns, pow, pow, sniping people from across the map with that Akimbo.
You must have got plenty hate mail.
Damn, you know what's crazy?
Oh, most definitely.
I didn't unlock the Akimbo Model 18s until like after it was patched. So I played with it for a little bit, so it was cool. I just cannot imagine that Ball 4 patch because like
that shit was OD.
Favela is the worst map for that because you get into like no one ever goes left and no one ever goes right. Like
you just go straight
mid, and like that's where the shits happen, man. I remember breaking kids' ankles and that, like running up the house, jump out the building, going. That
was a time to be alive, honestly. And you can still search them on YouTube nowadays too. Kimbo Model 1887s, and then you'll see people shooting people like with the shotgun from like fucking across the map, sniping people, and I'm like, this shit was OD.
Bananas.
Everything that was the best part about Modern Warfare 2 because everything was so unbalanced that it just kind of made the game so balanced.
Yeah,
like that was the crazy part. UMP was destroying motherfuckers.
You know what else?
UMP silence,
Top Gun,
One Man Army. You remember those games?
One Man Army.
You come in, One Man Army, all 6 people. It was just like, all right, take my backpack out, and they just like at the beginning of the round just shoot grenades to like hit the spawn.
Yeah,
that shit was the worst, man.
Was Modern Warfare 2? Is that the birth of the noob tube?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, maybe it was Modern Warfare 1.
I don't even play Modern Warfare 1 like that online.
I got into M1A1.
I mean, yeah, the M1A1 with the grenade attachment was, I don't feel like it was as bad as MW2 though, because you get One Man Army, which like literally just refills your like, and then I think when you get the pro, it like switches faster, so that bar goes way faster, or something like that.
So I can't remember. Dude, it's been so long. It's been so long.
Plus 10 years.
You need to patch that game so many times.
Oh yeah, and then the hackers came through. Now the servers are weird, but so for me, one of my most memorable experiences in gaming. Definitely, y'all didn't know this. I think Jacuz knows, but I was a young entrepreneur. The age of 15, I had my own World of Warcraft private server.
Bacon and eggs.
Bacon and eggs. Wow, bacon and eggs. Wow, y'all can search that shit up in the internet time machine.
Hold on.
That. If you can, bacon and eggs. Wow, we had a former, I think it was called it was like the board post where we like posted it shit, and it was like top 100 World of Warcraft servers or whatever. That was the shit. That was my shit back. I like literally like there was so much shit I had to actually set up for this shit, and I'm only fucking like 15 years old. I had to get a server to host it, so I wasn't gonna use my computer because I knew my computer was shit. So I had to ask my mom for a credit card to buy a cloud server computer or whatever back in the day, and I would have the code running off of that that computer. So I had to figure out all this shit before I got it running. And I ran it with my my best friend at the time, Dijon, who's now into like coding and shit, which is really funny. And it was just like, it was a crazy shit because we had like 100 people on there like at like all times. And it wasn't too big, but like think about 100 people on your own server at like all times of the day. It was crazy. Like our forum was popping.
Nuts.
Everybody was applying to be a moderator to the private server. We were banning so many people just for like going crazy. It was a wild time, honestly. It was a wild time. And we got so many donations, and I didn't have a bank account set up or anything. Like everybody just sent shit to my PayPal, and like,
damn,
I never got that money.
You never got any of that money? So where'd it go?
PayPal took it.
Yeah, PayPal took it. It was just like
in the cloud somewhere.
I needed a bank account. I didn't have a bank account, and I felt like that was just like,
man.
I wasn't really thinking about it. I didn't really even think that people actually donate, but like I think I checked it like a couple years later, and I was like, damn, I missed out on. I don't know. I didn't want to do any totals, but it was a lot more money than a 15-year-old should be having.
Yeah, he was eating. He was eating. So
I could have been eating.
I never got into World of Warcraft like that because at the time I was trying to do sports and like balance school. It was a lot going on. But I know Crystal can probably talk your ear off about World of Warcraft. They used play the shit out of that game. It's a lot. It's time consuming, man.
The thing is, I didn't know anything about World of Warcraft at the time. Like, so I didn't really know like what's a legendary is or what people expect from the server other than just like, you know, hit level 70 upon entry after killing a wolf, get all this armor, fuck around, do shit, you know, get a griffin, you know. It was I had no fucking clue.
That's crazy.
I think this was like when the second expansion, so I think Blood Elves were like the newest thing. And then I guess, I don't know, Leroy Jenkins was talked about a lot. So it was a time to be alive. It eventually got shut down because like the server kept crashing. I didn't know what to do. Like every time it kept crashing, like the whole code just like went offline. So I had to reboot everything again. Everybody had to remake their character. They didn't lose much. But
they're pretty pissed off, I'm sure.
Yeah, people be a little pissed off. So that was a good time. Quit that game to play Ragnarok Online casually.
I think Crystal remembers Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, Leroy Jenkins.
That rung a bell for her.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I think we got time for like another round.
Okay. That's
so
perfect.
Go ahead, Greg.
So I got one more. It's not my own experience, but it's kind of the moment that I knew I wanted to get into the fighting game community and play like FGC, because I was like playing like games here and there, but this particular moment, like set in stone for me, is like, all right, I want to compete, I want to play, go to tournaments and win prizes or whatever. But the watching the Justin Wong versus Daigo back in like 03, Street Fighter 3, the Chung Li and the Ken.
Were you there?
I wasn't there personally.
Oh, I was gonna say like...
I know. I think Street Fighter 4 had just come out, and like I was just like kind of cruising through. Oh, that's a Amber Alert going off.
Oh no!
Oh really?
I don't think it's my phone. No, I think it's Crystal's phone in the other room. But yeah, so watching that moment on YouTube was like, that was it for me. That was such a hype moment. And after that, I kind of like just dove right in head first. Like, I don't know if you see my shirt.
Guy, for sure.
Guy was like one of my favorite OP characters. And like, oh, there you go. See? Emerald's going on. Yeah. But that's kind of what set it in for me. And after that, I was just like playing every fighting game I can get my hands on. I was playing Street Fighter 4, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Soul Calibur. I was just fully immersed in the FGC, and like I was going to tournaments and competing. Even Smash Bros. I did some Smash Bros. Tournaments too. So, but yeah, that was a good time. Definitely a good time, and that was the moment that set it for me.
That's really cool, actually, because I think there's a documentary, like a mini documentary on that exact like match.
Yeah,
and
it was so
and it's really cool because like they actually go in and download like the entire fucking like the play-by-play, what was going through like both of the players' minds from round one, round two, round three, obviously. And like there was like this new footage that came out, I don't even know, like 5 or 6, 7 years ago, that someone actually has the moment like of like getting everybody's facial expressions at the tournament right then and there. And it is like the craziest shit because like, where did someone get this footage from? It's like actually legit. This just speaks volumes. Everyone's always going to remember that moment in the FGC.
Yeah, if you know that game, or if you play Street Fighter 3, that is not an easy task.
Oh, hell no.
What he did was like next level. Some next level shit. It was like, and he has confidence too. Like, you know, because to do the parry, you got to hit forward. So you're basically moving yourself into the opponent with each counter, and it's like you have to hit each move like psh, psh, psh. So hype. Evo moment 37. There you go.
Yeah, no, that is no, yeah. I remember my first time seeing that too. I was just like, yo, I didn't know how hard that was, so I actually looked into it. I was like, oh, that was pretty hard, and especially to do it like at that high level, like where you're
stressed.
Yeah, stress. Yeah. It's like I'm pretty sure correct me if I'm wrong. Daigo was on the, like, if he lost that round, that was it, right?
If he lost that health, if he got touched, he'd have been dead.
That was it.
If he got touched, he'd have been dead.
That makes it like even more, because the first time I saw it, I was like, that was pretty cool. I don't know how to do that. That was pretty cool. But then I looked into it, like, oh shit, that was like legendary.
All Chun-Li had to do was like fucking just blow on him or something like that. He'd have been dead. He had like a pixel. They call it pixel of life.
Magic pixel. Yeah. That's so wild. That's a good memory, honestly. Like watching that for the first time. That's a good one. Can't really top that. Jakuz, what you got?
For my last one, let's see what else I wrote down. Fuck it. I wrote down Metal Gear Solid, but I won't talk about Metal Gear Solid.
I'll talk about it all day. All right.
I'm talking about. All right. So another time. So you know how I told you that with in Metal Gear Solid 1, I had to beat the whole game without a memory card.
Yeah.
I ain't the only one I had to do that with.
No.
So
part 2 as well.
Yes, Metal Gear Solid 2. Parents didn't understand the concept of a memory card, and they were just like really like, we're buying you all these games and stuff. Like, we spend 30. So they didn't understand the concept of a memory card and like being able to save your data. They came from a time where games was like, you know, you just press start, play, game over. All right, that's it.
You lose, you start from the beginning.
Right. So I had to run through that entire game in a night. So the first night I got it, which was the weekend, me and my brother actually stayed up playing it, and we would pass off going back and forth. And a good majority of like the last portion, he just like watched me play. That was kind of like transition. Like I used to watch him play games, and then like he'll let me play for a bit, and then he'll take over. But then at that point, I was the one that was like piloting through the game. So once we got to Raiden's part, that's pretty much when he checked out because he was pissed. Like most people.
Who wasn't?
I was not. I mean, I was a little bit like, I was kind of expecting to play as Snake, but I was like, this new person, he seems pretty cool. And this is around the time I got into anime too, so like I was like, he looks like an anime character, whatever. So I just rolled with it. You know what? You're right, because I do remember my first reaction with it. I was just like, bro, what the fuck is Snake? I was like, all right. I remember playing
Snake.
Yeah, when he called himself Snake, I was like, bullshit. I was like, ain't no way. You're not Snake. Snake don't sound like that. And he was like, trying to do the voice, and it just sounded like horrible. Wait, what did he call himself first? He called himself Deep Throat or some shit like that.
It was on, yeah.
And he was like, nah. Colonel Mustang was like, not Colonel Mustang. That's Full Metal Alchemist.
You're talking about Full Metal.
My man's was like, nah, bro, you're not calling yourself that. You Snake.
That's who you are. You Snake.
And so it was cool, and then like seeing like, but that game was just a lot of fun. I still think it's like one of my favorite Metal Gear Solid games, even though you play halfway through the game as Raiden. I feel like once you get over that portion of the game, you kind of realize like just going back into it and like understanding like what Metal Gear Solid was trying to do. Especially like how it was so ahead of his time. Like Hideo Kojima was like, bro, you would think that he was seeing into the future, right? But no, the game was just it was definitely a mind trip. I know like the one part that stood out to me was it's the wee hours of the night and I'm playing through the last portion where you're stuck in that fucking tunnel and the Colonel is like going nuts. And yo, that was creepy to me as a kid. Like I was like, what is going on with my game right now? Especially like when the game like switched like screens and like you're in like a small ass screen looking at your character.
Oh yeah,
and then it's like game over screen. You're like, what is going on? I'm like, what is going on? And like as a kid, you can't process what the game is trying to tell you right now. You're just like, I don't know. I ran around through this place naked, avoiding ninjas who could like kill. And like the first time doing that, bro, I did not stealth that. I literally had to run and cartwheel through that because, bro, at that point the game like stealth like it just took it just said, you know what, to 100. Like you should be good by now. Let me take away all your gear. And let's put all these dudes in a room, and they move fast, and they can also. You've never seen this before. They can jump from the first floor to the second floor without using like, bro. They would do like flips onto. I'm like, this is too much. So like,
these guards are on some other shit.
Yeah, bro. But that whole game, like, it wasn't too bad beating it. In the one day, I was sad because like I had to turn the game off and I couldn't try to get the legend. You know the headband for infinite ammo or like you know, camouflage. Like, but the actual playing the game and stuff is like one of the most memorable moments I remember. Just it was fun, like getting that game day one and just powering through it and trying to figure everything out. And you know, at the time I didn't have internet in the house, so like I wasn't able to like go on GameFAQs and like look this stuff up. Like I had to legit do this like
figure it out.
Yeah, because like I didn't want mom to find out that I was leaving the PS2 on because I didn't want her to take it away because that was like her big thing.
You go on your own Solid Snake mission.
Yeah, pretty much.
That PlayStation.
Yo, that PlayStation, bro. It was so. When I took the disc out, I burnt my hand. But it was good times though. I was so. I was actually mad about that. Just going back to that story, I went to sleep afterwards when the game froze. I was like, oh. And I just turned it off and went to bed. I was like, I can't wait to talk to my friend about this. And I gave it back to him pissed. I was like, I beat the game. I have no fucking idea what happened though. So you got to figure it out. You know, let me know. But yeah,
that's when you got to sleep off.
Yeah. Twin Snakes wasn't too bad though. I enjoyed playing that. It was
that your favorite? You said Metal Gear Solid 2 was your favorite.
Well, it's kind of a tie between 2 and 3. I feel like 3 had
it for me.
3 was just really great. Bro, Snake Eater.
The music.
The music was on point. The reveal that Boss was like a good person at the end of the day. It just like
that brought a tear to my eye. I almost cried.
Hideo ahead of time, like how like it's just like you can't trust your governments like that. Like you gotta like kind of be aware. And it was like fucked up. I mean, I know that she was like, if Colonel Vogue or whatever his name is, if he didn't shoot that missile, she would have been perfectly fine. But since he shot that missile and she aligned with him, CIA was just like, well,
we need a fall guy.
Yeah, and I thought that was pretty sad. And I definitely love the relationship between Big Boss or Boss and Naked Snake. And it also too like you're playing this game with the knowledge that Naked Snake is a bad guy in the beginning. So it's like it's really great how they make you make him a relatable character and kind of like you feel for him and stuff like that, and you understand why he does what he does.
Yeah, you invested in his lifestyle. It's like, wait, what he did may have made sense because he got screwed over. They screwed him over, kind of.
He got screwed over on so many fronts. Like Ava still in information about the philosopher and just taking off, and then like
he's moved on.
Yeah,
sequels and shit.
We into it deep. Anyways, I don't want to drone on for too long, but
we can talk about this all day.
Like for real though. And just the last thing, Snake walking in the room and accepting the medal, the whole time, he's like, I don't give a flying fuck about this, bro. Like, you guys are all just like fuck you guys. Like,
the dude from the CIA is like, good job, and he's like, looks at him, he's like,
whatever,
all right,
cool,
I'm out of here.
He only talks to what's his face, and then like, we can get into that, but Metal Gear Solid 4 makes all those characters evil. It's like,
okay,
what?
stop.
Well, they were evil.
All right, stop.
Oh yeah, we gotta stop.
Okay.
We actually gotta stop. So I'm Metal Gear Solid 4 because I'm actually going through it right now with Crystal, and she hasn't seen past Act 3. I don't know if you know where Act 3 is.
Yeah,
I remember there was a big booba lady.
Yeah.
They bring back what's her face?
She just died. Eva. Yeah, she just died. So spoiler alert. Sorry if anybody's been paying attention.
They got super convoluted in that game.
All right, okay. See, y'all just going on and on.
That's what we need. That's what we need. Hey. So real quick, sure you can. What about you?
Thank you for asking. Wow, very thoughtful of you. Very thoughtful.
It's your turn. Sure you can.
Speaking of thoughtful, my memory also has Yakuza in it. The good times at the Letterman's Club.
Oh, sounds like a gentleman's club.
AKA Anime Club.
Yeah,
back at the time. That was kind of our like introduction to fighting games. Yeah. Basically, Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja 5, aka Naruto Shippuden.
Naruto
XL 2.
Or 2, yeah, because that's the new. Yeah.
Naruto XL 2. That game really riled up everybody, which is it was next level. Like how it brought so many people together who like, because there was everybody back in the day, back in high school, like you knew anime, like, and then anime was always just like correlated with Naruto. So everybody would just want to be like, hey, I want to play this Naruto game. Plus, you can beat up your friend in a fighting game as ninjas.
Yeah, they need to bring that back. I don't care about that Storm shit.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, that the 3D shit, I was never down with that. Yeah,
people be taking that ninja shit too seriously and just be like running away the whole fight. I'm like, I'm trying to box, bro. Like, come on.
Yeah, the arena fighter thing. Yeah, I didn't really care too much about that.
Bro, I just remember when like characters like Datara is a guy who can like make clay puppets and stuff. Like projectile characters being the worst because all they do is just, all right, chakra dash back. Gotta get through this stuff. All right, you got to me, chakra dash back.
And that would just be his combo.
Yeah,
that would just be his combo.
All right, cool, you good. Yeah, no, I could have been out trash at Storm, but if you want to see me in Excel though,
he's trash. He's still trash.
Last time me and this man played, bro.
He got me. Okay, let the record be known. He got me high before we played.
Oh, no, you can't.
I never been on no California weed.
Bro, he was talking about, hey, I don't think my controller working. We switched controls.
Worked fine. No, man, I was that fried. So let the record be known. But like the way Ultimate Ninja 5 brought people together, it was crazy because like everybody was playing that game back in high school, and we continued to play it like even like after high school. That was the crazy part. Even when Storm 1 came out, even when the Broken Bonds one for the 360 came out, we were still playing on the PS2.
Having whole parties just to figure out, hey, who the best.
Having whole parties, yeah. Like we just had tournaments and shit.
It would always come down to me and him playing.
No, it did not. The finals came down to me and Kelvin.
I
don't know if you remember that.
Every friends group.
It did.
That's like one of the parties, but I just remember all the times that like when we were at the party, it would be me and you. Me or you was on the sticks at one point in time. It was never like some other person.
Dude, like literally, I remember one day, like me and my stepbrother woke up and we were playing back to back, and we play back to back, like you just stay in like the character screen, like y'all just switch characters. It would show like how many wins each of y'all got. Dude, that shit hit past 100 for me. Like we was playing all damn day, like literally.
Hey, do you want to tell him about the time during Trap Me? So like this Nick, so his little brother, we had a rule, bro. if you're gonna play as a character, you can't start as their second form. So in Naruto, you can choose like Naruto in Tail Beast form or other Tail form, Four Tails. And he would just like to start off with that character, and it's just like, bro, you gotta earn that shit, bro.
It's a handicap.
It was like Goku. It's like playing as Goku, but like you're playing like as Ultra Instinct Goku. But to do that, you have to like do like an ultimate. You have to be at very low health.
Yeah,
it was like to get to the start of the map.
He was already just broken like that. Too.
Yeah, and he's broken. He's broken.
He's OP. He's the best character.
Yeah, so Naruto, when he gets to low health, his little chakra, his Nine Tails chakra starts coming, and so like he gets a power boost at that point and a speed boost, and then it's like, all right, well I got to deal with this man now. But this man proceeded to, I think he like dubbed me 20-0 because I was just like, yo, I'm gonna beat you until like I was like, because every match was like so close. And he'd win off of like some bullshit because like Naruto had so the game was played on 2 planes, right? So like you switch planes. Bro, he would do a move where Naruto, it's essentially a Kamehameha and it covers the entire stage. And it's a normal just triangle.
It's just
triangle
like
square. It's not even a special.
Yeah. The only way you can dodge it is
just go to the next arena.
Yeah, either go to the next plane, or if you were on a map that allows you to like walk upwards.
Yeah.
Like you could just walk up. But a lot of times we didn't play that map too often.
Right. But that boy, hey, he got me though, because like he got a straight 20 wins until I got that one. And bro, when I got that one win though, I was just like, oh, like you fucking suck. Like you're not good. Like, and then like I made him switch back to like regular characters, bro. Dubbed him. Like he could not get a win off. I was just so mad about it. I was like, you're gonna just pick the character anyways. Like you're not gonna listen to us and be like, yo, you gotta earn that. So I started picking like Butterfly Choji, who like is a god in that game as well.
Yeah,
like,
he was literally like Super Saiyan 3.
You never think Choji.
But yeah, man.
Those are good times. Those are good times, honestly. I like modding the PS2 and then getting a bunch of free games and shit, dude.
Bro, having to take that little stick. All right, you gotta put it in, slide it to the right, pull it out.
Oh yeah, like we had a credit card. We had a credit card to like, oh dude, that's a whole different story, honestly. The crazy shit we had to do as kids to play Japanese games on our PS2. Really.
Dreamcast made it easy.
Oh yeah, Dreamcast.
They made it too easy. It was burn the game, pop it in, good to go.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what's up though.
That wasn't a downfall of the Dreamcast, but Sega had some other shit going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is pretty much our episode for today, everybody. Really appreciate Greg for coming out. Go ahead and tell people where they can find you and the Fake Gamers at.
Hey, you can find us on Twitch. Well, myself specifically on Twitch, Greg_Nice, and also on Twitter, Greg_N1CE. And we got a YouTube channel we're building. It's work in progress. We're trying to get some videos uploaded and make some more content, but that's just Fake Gamers. But it's on YouTube.
Oh
yeah. And Jacuz, where can people find you?
Because you love shaming me every episode. You guys can find me on Instagram, Jacuz, Jacuz. Put a period after every letter except Z. You can find.
You still ain't changed that.
No, I can't, bro. It's so like everyone just took jacuzzi with one Z.
You say that every fucking
what am I
episode.
Supposed to do? Then don't
you
ask.
can change it.
So what? I am
Jacuz 1.
I'm not putting no damn numbers in my username, bro. We don't do that. What do I look like?
Jacuz ...
Numbers in a username is just like ugh.
Jacuz
_ works.
Anyways, where can people find you at?
As always, y'all can find me. Why do you ask me this every time? No.
You
can find me.
You can find him somewhere.
No,
you can find the podcast.
No, fuck you. Yeah, y'all can find me on twitch.tv/HurricanePizza. As well as the podcast. Where else can y'all find us? We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor.fm. And we're on YouTube right now. Come and check us out. We got a lot of videos, a lot of content is already on here. So yes, but that's about it for the podcast.
Is this new for you guys streaming on YouTube?
This is a first.
This is the first.
Okay. We're currently live on YouTube right now.
Congratulations!
So if you're listening to this on the, if you're listening to the Spotify or Apple Podcast version, y'all missed out. Y'all gotta subscribe. Yeah. Otherwise, that's all we got for today, everybody. Take care. Oh, one more thing. Wow. Sorry. Make sure to leave a review for us on Apple Podcasts. Reviews keep the podcast ecosystem flowing. We already got 3 on there, so we need more. Otherwise, we'll see y'all next time on the mountain.
The Geek Mountain.
Peace. Awesome. Cool. And we are done recording. Yo, what's going on?
Yo.
Crew.
Yeah, they all pulled up. The whole crew pulled up, actually.
That's what's
really
up.
Appreciate it. Damn. So even though my so I'm connected on Discord on YouTube, but okay, on Discord I'm connected through my YouTube, and one of the channels I'm in, there's a bot that'll say like, hey, I'm currently streaming, and it just posted it like twice in this channel, so that's really cool. It's really cool, actually. Love the integration with Discord, honestly. Love the integration.
I didn't realize that Discord was so good with integrating all the streaming platforms.
Yeah, even the bots. The bots got to figure it out on Discord. So that's really fucking cool. We can do it.
Nice thumbnail for this episode.
Oh, I didn't get to see the thumbnail. What's the thumbnail?
It's Naked Snake.
Hey, it's like you knew.
You know he's gonna get brought up at some point.
I knew somebody's gonna talk about it, so I figured like, I might as well throw it in there. But cool. Otherwise, I will be doing some streaming on here, doing some Dead by Daylight. Greg, I don't know if you play. I don't know what your plans are for today.
I'm chilling at this point. I'm probably gonna grab something to eat real quick because Crystal's cooking. So excited! I wanted to get her like at least say what's up. She could probably still say what's up to you guys because I know you guys.
We can get her in. Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. She's around. Hey, Chris.
Let's show our significant others time.
Chris.
You wasn't even gonna tell her anything. You just like
there you go.
You said show. You didn't say tell.
Introduce.
Damn.
Just pop in real quick. Say what's up to the boys.
Say what's up to the
snap.
boys.
Young, yeah. Epic Games faced backlash over Fortnite's.
You watch Young Yeah too?
Yeah, that's my guy. I get a lot of my gaming news from him. Shuriken would be posting the eggplant emoji with shaking like this.
He used to be strictly Metal Gear content, like right around when Round Zeroes and Phantom Pain was dropping. It was like
he realized he had to branch out because it was coming to an end.
Yeah, it's like, damn, I got to figure out something else to do.
I don't mind it. I kind of wish he would talk about more than one story because sometimes he does drone on a bit. Like, it's like he gets his point across pretty early, but then he shows like evidence from like other people around like the internet, and it's just like, you don't need to do that, man. I'll take your word for it, or not. I'll take your word for it.
He's pretty, in my eyes, he's a pretty credible source. Like, he knows his shit.
Yeah,
it's not recording. We're just chatting.
I know. I feel like poop.
Let's say what's up. Oh, Shoryuken, you've seen Crystal before because you've seen her stream.
Yeah.
This is the lady.
Hey, what's going on,
Crystal Moss.
Hi.
You know Shoryuken.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
This is my co-host.
Co-host. I see co-host here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm on my screen. I'm top left. Shoryuken's to the right, and then Greg's on the bottom.
Oh,
yeah, everybody's a little
Everybody's
mixed
a little
up. Yeah, I'm on the top left on my screen. I guess wherever you're, like, you know, if it's yours, you're top left, and everybody else is mixed up around.
Yeah.
But I was actually listening to your I think your last podcast you guys had with the Last of Us 2. I've actually never played that game.
Right.
I was really getting into it on the car ride home. I was listening to it.
It gets heated for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, That's a funny story. That's a funny
This
story,
man,
actually.
no, you're wrong. How you're interpreting the game, how you feel about it is wrong.
But we also talked about it. We also talked about it last year too. I forgot what number episode that was.
Yeah,
But it
I don't think
also
we
has
talked-
David on it.
We didn't talk too
Well,
much about it.
you weren't on it.
Is it David or is David?
It's David.
David.
But his Twitter is David. Why? I don't know.
He
I
probably
don't know.
couldn't
We
find
talked
David.
about it.
He didn't want no numbers in his name, so he
He's on the
chose two
jacuzzi.
E's.
He's like, nah, no numbers.
No
No don't do
numbers.
these numbers. What you mean?
But yeah,
That's good stuff, guys. Thank you
But that's
for.
all we
for
got. Yeah.
inviting
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
That was
This
fun.
was really cool. Thanks for coming in, Crystal.
thanks for
we
coming at the
appreciate
end.
You came in at the end.
She was there.
Okay, I'm so okay with that.
Nah, we'll switch around next time. Greg will be in the kitchen. He'll be cooking and stuff. That's what he said. That's what he said you were doing before that you were cooking and stuff.
That's fine, but
It's
I'm
like you
so
couldn't order
not.
takeout today. No, I'm playing. I'm joking.
That's how I cook.
Funny story
This is how I
about the
cook. This is right
takeout.
here. This is my main cooking appliance.
I know how to chef it up. Folks, mate.
All right. All right. And this is